Despite a recent resurgence, the Sydney Roosters were still yet to win away from home in 2011. And few people were brave enough to think that would change against a Manly outfit who were unbeaten at Brookvale Oval, a ground that has been something of a graveyard for the Bondi boys in recent seasons. The Sea Eagles were still in contention for the minor premiership and began in clinical fashion, earning a succession of repeat sets that eventually proved too much for the Tricolours to resist.
What a defensive effort by the Roosters early. This time they made crash. Lyon with the ball with a kick. Getting there. Low down was Hopewadi. He's copped one in the head, but I think he scored.
Following a measured, if not conservative start, Manly opened up on the game's quarterway mark, stretching it from one side to the other and coming up with a brookie beauty.
That was Stewart, then on the line. He's got Hopewadi there. Look at Lyon. Swerve and pass, and Hopewadi back to Jamie Lyon. They are lethal left, and they are lethal right.
A string of penalties allowed the visitors to camp themselves in Manly's 20-metre zone. However, Des Hasler's side were rock solid on their own line, and Daly Cherry Evans gave the perfect example of turning defence into attack.
Back for Carney, decides to kick, came off the legs at Cherry Evans, and away goes the little halfback. Fred can't keep up the chase. Pearce is behind him. Cherry Evans is inside the 30, now the 10. He's got all of the crowd whipping him home.
It was third time unlucky for Jamie Lyon, who couldn't turn any of those tries into 6-pointers. Sydney received an unexpected sniff on the cusp of half-time when Michael Oldfield meandered back to clean up a kick.
Oldfield goes back for it. Kenny Dale has come up with the ball. Oldfield's had a shocker, and Kenny Dale has now bounced it. I don't think Sean Kenny Dale has scored.
Kieran Foran did enough to hold up his fellow Kiwi Kenny Dowell, who fumbled on the final thrust. And Manly went to the break with their try line intact, despite the loss of Jason King with a suspected torn pec muscle. The early exit of the Sea Eagles front rower didn't harm Manly much though, because they've got back rowers like this bloke.
Lyon and Hopewadi blindside, and that's the way they come. A dummy from Stewart, he's there, he's managed to slide over. I'd give it to him, and they do.
Another try followed within 4 minutes, and it came from the returning Tony Williams.
Then on to Foran. Foran got it to Tony Williams. Look at him, the T-Rex. It's Jurassic Park to the end goal. You couldn't stop him from there.
If the Chookies thought the trip across the Spit Bridge couldn't get much worse, they were sadly mistaken.
Riles appeals, the ball is gone, and Manly shut the gate for Maddai to score. Jason Riles is blowing up a creek.
Jason Riles had been belted by Williams, then stripped by Foran. Yet video referee Sean Hampstead deemed it to be all above board. But just when it was getting embarrassing, the Roosters rallied.
Yes, and then nice footwork there from Guerra. He's managed to get over. He's had a good recent run. In fact, that's his 4th try in the last 3 games.
Having faded against the West Tigers the previous week, Manly were determined to finish this assignment strongly.
Ballon passes, Cherry Evans switches, Stewart to Black Stewart, then offloaded to Hopewadi. There was probably a question mark on the pass, but the touchy said fine.
The Sea Eagles' right winger had his double, and he was soon joined in that department by the left centre.
As it gets out to Maddai, another charge. Try to hang on. Guerra said, where'd he go? Guerra's fallen off, and Maddai has slammed it down for a try to Manly.
Woeful defence like that had made it a miserable afternoon for the Red, White and Blues. However, to their credit, they ended in an attacking frenzy that was reminiscent of their charge to last year's grand final.
Final minute of play here at Brookvale. Pearce tries to send a shot out. Maddai tried to do the same. Kenny Dowell's got the ball. He's got it back to Guerra, and Guerra's away down the touchline. Look at the stride on this big back rower. Keeps it alive inside. Roosters' best attack of the day. Mitchell's got the ball. Kept it alive for Pearce. Kicks it across for Graham. Graham will get the ball. The Roosters have produced one of the tries of the year.
It was only a modest consolation for the Roosters, who were thoroughly outplayed by a much more polished and committed Manly unit, 36 points to 8. David Rollins, Big Pond Sport.